The news at noon begins with breaking news on a stabbing at a Northern Virginia high school. Thank you for joining us. I'm Allison Seymour. That stabbing happened about 2 hours ago at West Potomac High School in the Alexandria section of Fairfax County. Police say one teenage boy is in the hospital, the other in custody. Let's join a news conference currently underway.
Up here, we're constantly fielding phone calls from concerned parents and community members, elected officials, and so many others who are as shocked as we are to be standing here today describing a stabbing that occurred inside of one of our schools involving two students. Like Major Melendez said, the good news is that the stabber, the perpetrator, the assailant, is in custody. It's sad that he is 15, but we're working through the circumstances of his involvement as well as the involvement of others in this very active criminal investigation. The knife has been recovered. Like always, Dr. Reed and her team and her security staff and her principal and administrators, faculty, coaches, everyone involved here at West Potomac High School acted with a sense of relentless urgency when this incident occurred to protect our students. Our detectives and our patrol officers arrived very quickly, stabilized the scene. Again, we have recovered a knife. The assailant and the victim are known to each other. They know each other. We're working out the circumstances of that relationship, and when we have that information with a degree of certainty, we will share that. Another bit of news as we were walking up to share this information with you, in addition to getting calls from so many community members expressing concern, as we were notified that our victim, and again our victim is 16 years old, is now in stable condition, which is a sigh of relief for the entire community. He will hopefully be back in a position to be back in school and lead a productive life. So Dr. Reed's going to share some thoughts as well, and then we'll stand ready to take your questions. Dr. Reed.
Thank you, Chief Davis. And I want to begin by just saying that our hearts, our thoughts, our prayers go out to all those directly impacted by the incident today. Not just the young men involved in the act of violence, but all the students who observed this, the staff who were a part of this, the families who are at home and worried about this. And our thoughts, hearts, and prayers go out to everyone impacted. I want to say at this time, our school, West Potomac High School, is safe. The situation has been contained, as Chief Davis mentioned. The students are currently going through a modified lunch schedule where they're being supervised more closely. This afternoon, we've brought in counseling teams to meet with our students and staff. And while there's a sense, obviously, of shock that this would happen at West Potomac High School, one of our high schools here in Fairfax County, I'm very proud of the response of our staff to this incident. They responded quickly and admirably, and may have saved a life today. I also want to thank our law enforcement partners. This partnership is critical, and our community is so grateful to have the quality of professionals we have here in law enforcement and as educators. So at this time, students are in classes. I've met with several of the classes, talked with students, talked with staff this morning, and there's obviously a commitment to continuing to move forward. And we've got a lot of weeks left in this school year, and we hope that today's incident is very isolated. So thank you.
Can you tell us why you're not releasing students when they're under a stay-put state order, and it says that parents are allowed to check out?
At this time, because of the seriousness of the incident, we want to make sure students have access to counseling services and are not going out in the community in perhaps unsupervised settings.
So updated to a lockdown. Stay put, stay play, proper identification. I can get my daughter. My daughter's freaking out in there. She wants out of school. Stay put, stay play per Fairfax County Public Schools regulation. A parent with the proper ID and identification can get their kids out of school. So why are you preventing us from doing that?
At this time, we're clearing the scene, and then we'll be able to allow that to occur.
Correct? This is a lockdown situation.
It is a combination at this point.
Communication is key in anything like
Right.
this. So let's call it what it is. It's a lockdown. Let's get that notification out so parents are aware, and we can communicate with our kids who just want to get the hell out of school.
Thank you.
Doctor, I have one question. Metal detectors, I know this is something that was supposed to be getting set up in schools in Fairfax County. Were metal detectors set up in this school? And if not, why not?
We're currently in the middle of a pilot structure this spring, and they were not in place at this school this morning, but they were at another school in Fairfax County.
Would those detectors have caught the knife, Dr. Reed?
Scott, I think that it depends on the setting for the detectors. There are a variety of settings, and I don't have information on the length of the knife or the type of knife at this time to correctly answer that. But once we do, we could provide that answer.
Is it your understanding that the knife was brought into school, or was it?
You have been listening into a news conference there. That is the superintendent of schools, Dr. Michelle Reed. This is an incident that happened at West Potomac High School in Fairfax County in the Belle Haven area. What we know right now is a 15-year-old is the alleged assailant. That 15-year-old is in custody. The victim here who was stabbed is a 16-year-old, originally listed in critical condition, but now said to be in stable condition. The students are in school. Dr. Reed, they're telling the press that they're going through a lunch and then also talking with counselors. You might have heard somebody challenging there, one of the press corps, I might imagine, saying, are we calling this a lockdown? She's saying they're just trying to contain the situation there. Again, this is West Potomac High School. Counseling teams are in place, and the situation, we are told, is contained right now. We ask you to stay with WUSA 9 throughout the day on this breaking news. For updates anytime, you can download the WUSA 9 app on your phone. Watch us anytime on the streaming WUSA 9 Plus streaming app. You can download that for your TV and then watch it completely for free. Again, West Potomac High School, Fairfax County incident earlier this morning.